DAZN.
Es war eben wie eine emotionale Achterbahnfahrt. Was passiert hier gerade? Wir lieben davon, zurückzukommen.
I think it's good for German basketball.
The grave's already been dug, but they keep digging deeper and deeper and deeper.
I'm a pointer guy, and I'm Albanian.
It's good. I like it.
Hello everyone, it's a big game in Jeddah tonight. Al-Linma Stadium hosts the match of the round in the Roshan Saudi League as the leaders Al Nassr travel to take on the 2025 Champions League winners Al Ahly. It's been a brilliant campaign so far for Cristiano Ronaldo's team with a record-breaking run of victories, a run that finally came to an end just 3 days ago.
Travelled east to Daman as they look to maintain their record-breaking start against Al Ettifaq. Wijnaldum, he may go for it, he does! Oh, it's a brilliant goal! Jorginho Wijnaldum! And Al Nassr are stunned. Al Ghanam, he strikes it and he clips the top of the crossbar. And right at the start of the second half, it's the equalising goal from João Felix. João Felix! And Al Nassr have the lead, and I think Ronaldo got the final touch. And there's the equaliser, Wijnaldum! And Al Nassr's winning streak is now in peril. Kingsley Coman now, onto the right foot, oh, it's off the post! The winning streak is over. Al Nassr drop points for the first time this season.
Matthias Jaisler and Al Ahly were winners in 2025, lifting the Champions League elite and the Saudi Super Cup against Al Nassr. But the pressure's on to challenge in the Saudi Pro League. Well, the former England goalkeeper Paul Robinson's alongside me today for what should be a cracker. Al Ahly have only been beaten once in the league so far, Paul, but they really need to turn a few draws into wins, don't they, if they're to challenge the top three?
Yeah, and they're a team in reasonable form apart from a recent defeat at Al Fatah. They haven't lost at home, 6-game unbeaten run. So this is a game tonight for both sides, really, but for Matthias Jaisler and Al Ahly, if they are to be serious title contenders, which is the next step for them after the success in the Champions League, this is the type of game that they're going to need to win. They've got players missing in AFCON, as we know, but this is a test of their squad depth this evening.
Well, for Jorge Jesus and Al Nassr, it's been a first half of the season to remember, certainly, but of course we're a long way from seeing the big prizes handed out yet. But heading into 2026, they certainly look like the team to beat.
Well, they certainly did. They've had a superb start to the season, as we know, those 10 wins in a row, 1 draw last time out, the 2-2 disappointing draw at Al Ettifaq. They last won the title in 2019, Al Nassr, 10 times title winners. And this is what Cristiano Ronaldo has come to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for. They've got a superb squad this season, and they've got a very, very hungry, ambitious manager who hopes to lead them all the way to the final and get that trophy at the end of the season.
Well, this is the first day of 3 in the latest round of fixtures. A little earlier today, bottom of the table, Al Najma were at home to Al Khalij, and they have secured their second point of the season, courtesy of a 2-2 draw. Samir equalising for them in the 96th minute. And Al Ittifaq, who became the first team to take points off Al Nassr this season just the other day, were at home to Al Okdoud. Gini Wijnaldum just can't stop scoring, can he, at the moment, it seems. 2 goals against the leaders the other day. Now 2 more this afternoon. One of them a penalty, 2-0 the final score in that one. Tomorrow's 3 games include Al Ittihad at home to second-placed Al Taun, and on Sunday Al Qadisiyah host Al Riyadh, and at the same time Al Hilal face Damak away from home. Let's take a look at the table as it currently stands, and what a brilliant start to the season it's been for Al Nassr. Unbeaten with 10 wins from 11 games, yet Al Hilal are close by and breathing down their neck. Al Ahly only beaten once, but too many draws has cost them a spot in the top 3 for now. At the bottom, Al Najma have doubled their points tally. Just above them, Al Okdoud have gone another week without adding to their tally. Al Shabab, Al Khulud and Damak all sit precariously just above the trapdoor. Well, fans of Al Ahly have yet to see their team lose at home in the league this season. Those fans of Al Nassr have certainly been having a good time, but Al Ahly beat Al Nassr in the Super Cup on penalties in Hong Kong in August. How they'd love to do the same today. Let's take our first look at the lineups for today's big game. We'll start with the home side, Al Ahly. They make 2 changes. Both of them come at the back, with Mohamed Suleiman coming in for the suspended Roger Ibanez in central defence. Ali Madrashi's back to captain the side, with Mohamed Abdelrahman dropping to the bench. Ivan Toney leads the attack alongside Feras Al-Brekan. Toney has scored 14 goals in all competitions. They're missing some key players because of AFCON: goalkeeper Edouard Mendy, Franck Kessie and Riyad Mahrez. As for Al Nassr, who were held to a draw for the first time this season in their last game, 2-2 at Al Ittifaq, they're unchanged as they go for win number 11 from 12. Sadio Mane's on AFCON duty, Mohamed Simakan's injured, so Abdallah Al-Amri continues in central defence alongside Inigo Martinez. Wesley starts for the 4th match in a row, and in João Felix and Cristiano Ronaldo, they have the league's joint top scorers up front. Both have 13 league goals so far. Well, Al Ahly have only lost once in the league this season, as we've just been saying, but despite the talent in the squad, goals have been a bit of an issue for them.
That's one thing we've looked at in recent weeks from an Al Ahly point of view. Yes, results have been okay, as you said previously. Their draws, they'd like to turn them into wins, but that's due to the lack of goals. I mean, clean sheets haven't been a problem. They've got 6 clean sheets in total. Edouard Mendy responsible for 5 of them, but that man there, Ivan Toney, the 29-year-old Englishman, they'll be looking for him to fire them to more success.
Well, he's going to be key at one end of the field, isn't he, Paul? But also, perhaps more than ever at the other, Meriat Demiral in central defence.
Well, the partnership that him and Roger Ibanez have struck up has been sensational. I think defensively, those two have been a big reason as to why they've kept so many clean sheets. But as we know tonight, Ibanez will be suspended after his red card. And then you look at Demiral, he's got Suleiman alongside him this evening, the 21-year-old academy product. He's going to have to be a leader. His communication is going to have to be excellent, and he's going to have to try and strike up a relationship very, very early on with Suleiman.
Yeah, they've kept things pretty tight at the back. Big test today again for Abdulrahman Al-Sanbi in goal. It's only his 2nd appearance of the season in the league. In for Edouard Mendy, who is away with Senegal at the Africa Cup of Nations. Well, Al Nassr seem to have got it right at both ends of the field this season, don't they? Firing up front, 35 goals in their 11 matches. The meanest defence as well. They've only conceded 7. Jorge Jesus looks to have found a winning formula.
He looks to be the right fit as well, doesn't he? I watched their game. the other night against Al Ettifaq, and it's the first game that they've drawn after 10 wins in a row. They've been superb in the squad, the recruitment that they've had. João Felix has been one of the signings of the season, alongside Kingsley Coman. João Felix's goals, Ronaldo's goals, both of them top scorers in the league at the moment. But this man, Kingsley Coman, who they brought in the summer, he's kind of hit the ground running, if you like. 3 goals and 5 assists in the league, but you see he's of an age now. He's at 29-year-old, the French international. He's got an incredible CV. You look at the teams he's played for: PSG, Juve, Bayern Munich. He's got 11 league titles to his name. Very much looking for a 12th to add to it this season. And I think with his assist that he's got, he's been a real part of Ronaldo and João Felix. The goals that they've scored, and the understanding that he's got, he's allowed to roam forward on that left-hand side, cuts in on the right.
Well, let's hear from the 2 head coaches now, Matthias Jaisler of Al Ahly and Jorge Jesus, who's in charge at Al Nassr.
Yeah, obviously, facing Al Nassr, it's a huge challenge by itself. Today, even a tougher challenge because of the absence of many key players. But I like this in general. We like that in general, to face challenges. Also today, we go with full conviction into that match. I think at home with our fans in the back. So that helps us a lot. Usually they give us the extra boost, the extra energy, and therefore we're optimistic to get a good result today.
Bom, hoje vamos jogar contra um rival que tem os mesmos objetivos que o Al Nassr, que é ser campeão da Arábia Saudita. Nós temos estado a jogar 3 em 3 dias, não há muito tempo para preparar o jogo, é recuperar e jogar. O nosso rival é a mesma coisa, tem estado a jogar 3 em 3 dias. Penso que vai ser um excelente jogo, com um estádio bonito, com fãs muito entusiasmados, e espero que o Al Nassr continue a ganhar, porque o nosso objetivo é defender o primeiro lugar. E estamos muito confiantes para que isso aconteça esta noite.
The pick of the match week as the free-scoring league leaders Al Nassr start the new year on the road against their conquerors in the Super Cup in August, Champions League winning Al Ahly. Both missing big names because of AFCON, but there's more than enough talent on view to make this one of the games of the season. Historically, there's nothing in it between these two. In 86 previous matches, both clubs have won 34 times with 18 draws. The anthem will be next. Big game, decent-sized crowd, as you would expect. Al Nassr became the first club in Saudi Pro League history to win 10 matches in a row from the start of a season, before being held to a draw by Al Ettifaq in their last game. As for Al Ahly, they're unbeaten at home, starting with 3 draws in a row before winning the last 2. Galeno, the last man to go through there from the home side. Irfan Pilito is the referee. Our officials are from Bosnia and Herzegovina today. Top of the pile as we go into 2026, the yellow and blue of Al Nassr. It's traditionally one of the games of the season, and also traditionally has been one of the most attractive games of the season. Usually plenty of goals in this fixture. There's someone who's still continuing to score plenty of goals, Cristiano Ronaldo, 957 in his career so far. The road to 1,000 goals is very much on. Ali Madrashi, the captain of Al Ahly today, coming back into the team, having missed the last match, the first game that he's missed all season. The team in the VAR room, by the way, led by a video Hategan. Let's take a look at the lineups. Abdurrahman Al-Sambi plays for the second match in a row in the absence of Edouard Mendy, who's at the Africa Cup of Nations. Mohamed Suleiman comes into the defence with Roger Ibanez suspended, Madrashi as well. Galeno makes only his fourth start of the season in the league. He's missed much of the campaign with a knee injury. Ivan Toney has scored 14 goals this season, including 6 in 9 in the league. As they draw in the energy from the home crowd ahead of kick-off. Al Nassr unchanged. Saudi international Nawaf Al Akidi conceded 2 goals in a game for the first time all season last time out. Abdullah Al Amri continues to fill in for the injured Mohamed Simakan in central defence. Wesley continues to establish himself with a 4th start in a row out wide. And the top 2 scorers in the league, Cristiano Ronaldo and João Felix, with 13 SPL goals each, lead the way up front. Well, it's always quite a moment when the players of Al Ahly gather and receive the energy, the enthusiasm and the desire for a victory from the home crowd. It comes cascading down the stands towards the players. The warmth and encouragement, and now the real action is about to start. Big test for both of these sides to begin 2026. And it is the home side who will get us underway. Al Ahly all in green. Big test of their unbeaten home record. And Al Nassr, despite their fantastic efforts so far this season, know that were they to lose this match and then Al Hilal to win at Damak in a couple of days' time, they could conceivably be knocked off the top of the table. It's quite a title race in prospect in the second half of the campaign.
Well, another wonderful event this evening in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. 2 teams chasing the top of the league. The RSL league title. Al Ittihad haven't started the season particularly well. Al Nassr, on the other hand, have been absolutely superb. When you come here to Jeddah, you see this stadium, whether it's full of green or yellow and black, full of green this evening for that man's team. The atmosphere is always phenomenal, and no different tonight. And Al Nassr bring a big following with them also.
Yeah, 5th last season, 3rd the year before. Al Ahly finding themselves 4th at the moment, but a couple of wins behind Al Town. Here goes Ivan Toney. Lovely little ball in. And a first save required. Oh, and it was nearly the perfect start. Over the bar via the crossbar itself. Mateus Gonçalves almost firing Al Ahly into a first-minute lead.
Really good play from Ivan Toney. It would have been checked for offside. See whether he times his run or not. The goalkeeper comes out, makes himself big, but Gonçalves picks up on the rebound. It's a wonderful ball through. Goalkeeper comes out and does superbly well. Makes himself big, makes a really good block. Gonçalves is the one there, just can't produce the finish.
Well, there was a good chance there for Galeno in the opening minute of the match there. Now Al-Akidi kept on his toes almost right from the kickoff. All calm in the technical area for Jorge Jesus at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on that. Al-Akidi sends it on its way. João Felix beaten to it, and Al Ahly very quick out of the blocks in this one.
What is going to be interesting this evening to keep an eye on is the high line that Al Nassr keep. Every time we watch them, we see that high line from Al Amri and Martinez, and they keep pushing up the pitch and pushing up the pitch. But in players like Albrichan and Ivan Toney, they've got players who can breach that, as we've seen in a very, very early stage of this game, get in behind that Al Nassr defence, and they've got the pace to do so, and that's something that he will have worked on this week.
A good play from Feras Albrichan, and Galeno in on goal there with that shot, and then Gonçalves rattling the crossbar. Here's João Felix. What a significant addition to the Roshan Saudi League he's been so far this season. Outstanding contribution in front of goal. Seems to have finally found a home where he can really flourish and prosper.
He's been one of the signings, if not the signing of the season so far. Theo Hernandez from Al Hilal will run him close. But you look at João Felix, you look at his age, still only 26 years of age. But you look at his CV, where he's been: Benfica, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea.
Ali Madrashi with a challenge on Saad Al Nassr. Al Nassr on the end of an early tackle in this match, when it was rather the other way round in their last game at a similar stage very early on.
Absolutely was. Al Nassr received that early red card, very, very early red card away at Al Ettifaq, which was very quickly, well, not very quickly, it took the officials a while. They went over to the VAR screen, and I thought he was very fortunate to stay on the pitch. It was a challenge that the referee on the field deemed initially a red card. It was overturned, and they eventually kept 11 players on the pitch.
No pressure there on Brozovic from Gonçalves. That's Al Ghanam over on the far side. Brozovic staying deep. Martinez, who hasn't missed a match since arriving from Barcelona. Brozovic with plenty of time in possession here. Here's Wesley. Al Ghanam will take the throw, going out of Hossawi on the far side. Four wins and a draw from 5 matches on the road for Al Nassr. Bit of a chase there for Angelo, and Demiral was with him. Demiral, of course, who normally has Roger Ibanez alongside him. Ibanez suspended today, and Turkish international getting hands-on with Angelo.
Yeah, do well, Angelo, to get round Demiral from that type of range. Very experienced Turkey defender. Obviously spent time with Cristiano Ronaldo at Juventus. You saw the embrace between the two of them and the team handshake. Be an interesting battle to keep an eye on. Know each other very well. They
are missing a few, aren't they, today? I mean, obviously we mentioned Mendy and Kessie and Riyad Mahrez, but also Ibanez would be quite a notable miss. I mean, he scored in the win the other day, as well as getting himself sent off.
It'd be a big miss, because what Al Ahly have done, the spine of the team with Mendy, Demiral, Ibanez, Frank Kessie and Ivan Toney, the spine of the team is what the strength has been.
Here's Wesley. Good play from the young Brazilian. Just missing the finishing touch. And he concedes a free kick as well. Good period of the season, though, for Wesley. We've seen Angelo, the other young Brazilian player, very much establish himself as a starting player for Al Nassr this season, and now Wesley getting a few starts in a row. Galeno there denied right at the start of the match, and then Mateus Gonçalves on the follow-up. Good play from Feras Albarracán there.
Really good ball from Albarracán. Great weight on the pass. Unlucky there, Gonçalves just couldn't apply the finish.
A bit lucky there, weren't they, Al Nassr, right at the start of the game?
Well, it's the high line. It's something to keep an eye on through the game. You see now those yellow shirts, as soon as the ball's cleared up the pitch, they get out, they squeeze, they make the pitch. Very, very narrow. They try and get out and hold a high line. But as I say, that the pace that Al Ahly have, they're going to hurt them in behind.
Abdullah Al-Amri asking quite a lot of Wesley, who was prepared to chase. And his persistence almost paid off, but Zakaria Hossawi able to bring it clear. That's a lovely looking ball. Tony waits in the middle. Tony's got a chance. Al Ahly have the lead. He doesn't miss opportunities like that. 7 minutes in, and number 17 finds the back of the net. Al Ahly strike first against the leaders. Al Nassr behind.
That's a perfect example of the way that Al Ahly play. They're a team that are quite happy without possession, but on the turnover of possession, they turn defence into attack so quickly. In the blink of an eye, Hossawi wins the possession back. And they're back to front so quickly. The weight of pass, the way he drifts it into Galeno's path with the outside of his left boot. Galeno takes his time, he looks up and he picks out Ivan Toney. He doesn't even need to look at the goal, knows exactly where it is. It's a lovely finish from Ivan Toney. They had the warning, Al Nassr, and now they've been punished.
Well, they've started the match with great confidence and purpose, Al Ahly, and they've taken the game to Al Nassr wherever possible in the opening minutes.
It was a really good sweeping move down that left-hand side. It was Hossawi, the fullback, it was that started it. He was allowed too much time and space, and the ball into the path of Galeno. Superb ball. And his ball into Ivan Toney matched the quality. And the Englishman had an easy task.
Yeah, 2-0 winners in their last game against Al Fayha, having lost in the league for the first time all season on the 26th of December at Al Fateh by 2-1. That was a bit of an upset, that defeat. But they got back on track pretty sharpish, and they've started extremely well in this one. Second home game in the space of a few days. Now, what's the response? The chase is on, and Kingsley Coman beaten to the ball. Well, we knew this was going to be a test for the leaders. And Al Ahly very much up and about here at the beginning of this one. Marcelo Brozovic for Al Nassr. Back into Martinez. João Felix dropping a little bit deeper. Combination with Ronaldo, won back though by Ziad Al Johani initially. Free kick for the challenge on the goal scorer.
They've got a wonderful record here at home, but actually it's an even better record when you look the 1-0 win at Al Ittihad. Let's not forget they share this same stadium, so that wasn't really on the road. It was in this same stadium. It might not be full of the Al Ahly fans, but it was in this stadium. So when you look at that, their record here at home, certainly one that will push them on to better things this season than the 5th place finish that they had last.
Yeah, there was a really good early season draw with Al Hilal as well, a 3-3. That match very early in the campaign.
3-0 down for a long stage in that game, weren't they? I mean, it looked done and finished that game until the 70-odd minute, and they showed the spirit and the character. To come back.
Yeah, won the last 2, beating Al Qadisiyah 2-1 and Al Fayha 2-0 just the other day. Very good strike rate, Ivan Toney, as you'd expect, during his time in the Kingdom, having moved from the Premier League in England.
A chance here again to see that ball. It wasn't just the weight of the pass, it was the timing of the run and the timing of the pass as well. Eleno on that left-hand side just holds and holds, keeps himself onside.
And here they come again with another opportunity, and a golden opportunity has been wasted. That could so easily and probably should have been 2-0. Ali Madrashi racing into the penalty area, and he can't quite believe he hasn't scored.
Almost a carbon copy. Look at the high line of Al Nassr, breached once again. Left-hand side, ball across. Ivan Toney can't get there this time. The captain Madrashi comes in on the far post. The only thing missing from this move is the finish. Should really do better. You can only feel if that was Ivan Toney, it would be 2-0.
Away by Martinez. The leaders are rattled here. Here's Angelo. The good news for Al Nassr, of course, is there's still a long, long way to go in the match. But don't forget, as well as conceding a goal, Al Nassr have had their crossbar rattled, and just seen that shot whistle past the post as well. It could easily be at least a 2-0 deficit.
I mean,
inside the opening 11 minutes, as it was.
We're very early in the game, aren't we? But I've not seen Al Nassr's defence breached on numerous occasions so easily this season. They've only conceded 7 league goals. A big part of their play this season has been defensive stability. To go with the attacking quality they've got, the defence looks very vulnerable.
They'll miss Simakan, though, won't they? He's out injured at the moment.
Yeah, they'll miss Mohamed Simakan. But Al Amri, to this point, has done a good job deputising alongside Martinez. He's actually a danger in the opposition box as well, Al Amri.
Yeah, Abdullah Al Amri is his 3rd start in a row. Spent last season on loan at Al Ittihad. Made 20 appearances in the league for them, so...
Title winner. Be an interesting one, couldn't it? An interesting stat, whether the same players won a title with 2 different teams in following years.
Marcelo Brozovic is with Sad Al Nassr, and it's with the Croatian now. The touch from Coman back into Angelo. Too much weight in that ball forward.
Chance now to see the Madrashi missed opportunity. Such a simple move again on the left-hand side. Galeno is getting a lot of time and a lot of space. George Jesus, he's a brilliant watch. He's as good a watch as his team are watching him in his technical area. He's not happy at the moment. His team are getting exposed defensively.
Abdurrahman Al-Sambi away to the far side, forward off the boot of Hossoui towards Gonçalves. Signed him from Flamengo right in the early portion of the season. Lovely skill from João Felix. Not enough on the ball to pick out Ronaldo. Well, João Felix and his teammates have found themselves very much in a game here so far this evening. He's got 13 league goals in the 11 matches he's played so far this season, João Felix. Some return. Here's Martinez into Al Nassr. Chase now for Coman. Demiral has gone across. This gets away from Angelo. Free kick awarded for the home side. Much to the frustration of Marcelo Brozovic. Well, both sets of players were complaining at the ref at the same time there.
They're a dangerous team, Al-Ahly, when they go a goal up, because they're a team that are quite happy not to have possession. You look at their stats in recent games, they're a team that are happy to